Hi everyone, Katie Lee, therapist at Core Medical at CenturyLink. And today I wanted to talk with you about sending our kids back to school and what the school year is going to look like. For those who have school-age children, this can be a really stressful time for both yourself, your teachers, and your children because there's so much up in the air and there's a lot of unpredictability about what's going to happen for the school year. Questions like, how am I supposed to homeschool my kiddo during remote learning and work? How am I supposed to make sure that they're safe and they're healthy when returning to school? How do I make sure that they're not becoming really negative about it, that I'm feeling okay about my decision? All of these things are playing a really big effect on us right now. So I want to talk a little bit about how we manage some of this. And the first thing that I want to talk about is letting go of that guilt. A piece of what happens for a lot of us is that we have what's called the shoulds. We should be doing this, we should be doing that. A lot of times this comes from internal conversations we have with ourselves, from families who think they know what we should be doing, friends, neighbors, communities. And reality is nobody knows what's best for you most of the time. And so what's best for you and your family is going to be a conversation between you and whoever else you consider to be an important piece of that family. So release that guilt. What you decide to do and what's just your decision is best for your family is what you need to go with. You're doing the best that you can with what you have. I think that's the second thing that we need to remember. We're not made to be superhumans. A lot of us can't work and teach our kids and make sure everybody's getting what their needs met 100% of the time. You might only be able to give 50% to both areas, but if you're giving any effort, that's enough for that day. Some days are going to be more than others, but also remember, if we're not taking care of ourselves, we can't help anybody else. So that is my third thing that I would like to hound for everybody, is that we have to do our own self-care, which also models for our children that they need to do self-care too when they're feeling stressed. We don't want our kids to get overloaded and not be able to learn or do the things they're supposed to do or feel down, anxious, or depressed. Those are things that we want to model for our children to pick up and build up in themselves so they can also move forward in a healthier manner in life. So do things like family walks or listening to music or dance parties or art or things like that that are going to release that stress, engage the creative and movement part of our mind, and help calm ourselves down. I hope these three things were really helpful for everybody. And as always, if you ever need anything, please feel free to reach out and we can always help build a plan that is good for you and your family. Thank you so much.